Folks, let me first explain about my absence. It has something to do with the Pennsylvania Dutch, the Amish, which I'm about maybe 12th, 15th generation. We go back. My family here, my family line goes back probably to the 15, 1600s because we were one of the first cultures to actually keep written weather records, which is how I know that this is not natural weather and it's made by use of high intensity weapons. But this is my show, and I really should be working on this man's truck today, but I got to finish the drawings and get them down. Schmitty suffered not an illness, but the illness of being a little too busy because he works his ass off at his age, just like I do. So I got to get my butt in gear and get him the drawings and stuff for this truck for the rest of the pieces. The money finally showed up, but it had nothing to do with it. I took a trip out to the Pennsylvania Dutch farmlands, okay, because the Amish just laid their first ass kicking on the dope in the White House and camel toes, because they told her to get going down in Lancaster. I don't know if you guys know that. But anyway, my uncle Heikela, he's in Kutztown. And the Amish are like an Amish to Amish network. Let me tell you something. In the modern day, don't think the Amish don't have cell phones, telephones, lights, and electric, especially us modern, multi-generation, mixed mutt type of Amish. I identify with the Amish because I was raised on the Amish farm. Even though I have other ethnicity in me, I was raised with the work on a farm, the hard work. So we laid our first ass kicking because I want to tell you something. The next person that starts using my kinfolk's name, I might show up at your door personally, camel toes. Okay? You and that piece of garbage there in that White House. I hope they haul you all out by your balls. All of you. I don't think they have any balls. That was a misnomer. So that is my absence as I went out farm. I didn't get to every farm. It's impossible, and some of those farms are an endless drive, one farm to the other. And when you're an adult that's scenery hungry, I appreciate beauty. And believe me, the Amish farmland, the way those people take care of their buildings and some of the things that they have, I'm just in awe. But I guess that's why I work hard. Now my place it got to be a mess again. I'm getting ready for winter. And that's why I really don't like when people bring trucks that late in the summer and it turned into what it turned into. Because had it not turned into what it turned into, it would have been out of here already. But it is what it is, and I've just got to work a little harder. And then I wanted to show you a product that I just received. It's made in Taiwan, and this is by it's a company I've never really dealt with before. I don't know much about these guys. CFR Performance. They're up in Ontario, Canada. The pan is made, this transmission pan. It's not like that cheap Dorman piece of crap. This is formed more or less like a factory pan, and it's kind of got an appealing color to it. It's just a coating. It's an anodization, and I really don't care. It goes under the truck because the other one suffered a little carnage. When you're looking at 25, 30-year-old trucks and stuff like that, it is what it is when you get them. Everything's shot on that truck, even the alternator. I found out the other day the alternator's not up doing its job. But that's why I didn't buy it. I'm trading the kids some things for that truck, so it's not like it's a purchase deal. And you don't look a gift horse in the mouth because the engine and the transmission are very nice and healthy. It's just the rest of the truck is all gone. So, anyway, let me rephrase about abusing the Amish and people that are very simplified in their lives. The Amish have woke up, so as I was stating, don't think that we don't have communication with each other, and just think because somebody pulls some bullshit out in Lancaster, I might not hear about it right after it happens, because I will. And I wanted to congratulate President Trump. My morning was, after being the guy that I am in 8 tours of duty, I haven't cried in years, well, except when my cat died. Bubba, well, 2 of them, they were really close to me. They sleep with you. They get up with you, they share their day with you, just like Orange Cat does. And Orange Cat voted yesterday. They loved him at the polls. They loved it. Orange Cat bad, Orange Man bad, and I guess he had his ID, right? See, he had ID. He has a license on his collar if you guys watch the videos. So he has ID. I don't know what's wrong with this. Other people, they can vote without ID. So Fucktardistan went down in flames, and mainly in Pennsylvania because of the Amish. When you rile up the Amish, it's not just the Amish you riled up. You riled up all their other kinfolk. Okay, that's like poking a hornet's nest with a stick and sticking your, well. Anyway, that was my absence. Why you haven't heard? There are other videos on this Ford. Well, I think one other video on the Ford truck and on the drive shaft on the Chevy. So I'm going to share that with you. But I just felt it was my duty to get out there. My kinfolk, they had questions. See, they're educated to a point, but they want to hear it from people that they trust, relatives that they trust. In other words, I'm a relative. I'm a native, basically, of Pennsylvania, even though I lived in Texas for quite a while. This is the things that happen when you start poking hornets' nests and you start using other people's names and their dead kinfolk's names on your ballots. Don't think it didn't happen, because it did. The only reason why Berks County did anything about it, and I think it was part of Dauphin County, was because we were on their ass. And when the Amish get riled up and you start hurting people, especially people that don't deserve it, politically, they did their job, the Amish. And they are starting to make their politicians and their lawmakers work for them. Now, whether anybody's going to be prosecuted over this fraud, they deserve prison. It's actually called treason, okay? You you are basically working for the Chinese Communist Party, is what this influencing this election was all about. So people like Pig Vomit Pelosi, Chuck E. Cheesy, Maxi Pad Waddles, Adam Shifty, and the rest of the creeps and thugs and stooges, so they can keep their retirement investments in China. Good luck to you folks now, because I think he's going to enact some carnage and some real revenge. God bless Donald J. Trump, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. And I'll be back on this truck. More truck pornography to come, guys. More naked trucks, and hopefully we'll wrap this one up for the year, and you guys that are on these F-350s, you'll get some direction where to go with them. Well, F-250s, F-350s. They're not a bad truck. They just got a lot of issues. All right, guys. Thank you.